What is pornography? Pornography comes from the Greek word pornographos, from porne, which means prostitute, and graphos, which means writing. And literally it refers to writing about prostitutes. Abstinence from sexual immorality is one of the most essential and basic aspects or requirements of the Christian life. Keeping yourself pure from sexual immorality is one of the most basic and essential things. If you have not mastered this, you have not even achieved, you have not even accomplished, you have not even arrived to the first rung of what it means to be a mature Christian. Now that sounds hard. I want to lay that before you because I am so sick and tired of hearing men across the nation whine about the power of this, when I know God has given us power over it. And thinking it's almost an acceptable thing that you can have this and still do Christianity. No, if you are doing this, you've not even made it to the first rung of Christianity. Romans 1:24, therefore God gave them over in the lusts of their heart to impurity, so that their bodies would be dishonored among them. That some of the most twisted and perverted things that have entered into the mind of man began with something much simpler, something not as heinous. But as a man gives himself to one thing, then he gives himself to another thing, then he gives himself to another thing, and another thing, and another thing, until his conscience is gone. This is true. This is why especially young men should guard their eyes, guard their eyes, guard their eyes, because it won't stay there. Once you've fed on a tiny thing, you'll want more. And then you'll want more. And then a thing that was very dark will no longer be dark enough. And then you have to go to another dark thing until finally you are consumed with darkness. Believers are not to associate with any person who professes Christ but habitually practices sexual immorality of any type. Now that sounds very, very hard.